Maybe it's a little low, but it says it's hot today. I said maybe they changed it since I'm off, but it's hot there.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Gonna swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Broncos are in the red zone. They'll move the tight end. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Scrambling away. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Broncos! First score of the game goes up. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Butler.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Right on target this time. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they
got enough space, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll run the screen. Got a little space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time player.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to change this route. They'll go back to the air on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Humphreys. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
State Broncos will take over. 1st and 10.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Fires one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds the tight end. Continues to fight for yards. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And some room to work. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Boise State Broncos will take over. 1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That 3rd down pass was coming in. Before it fell to the ground.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Tennessee! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Sims. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number...
Touchdown, Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here's the return. Creates a little space. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass, it's Sims. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boise State, 14.
And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows.
Oh, they're faking it. Fires to the right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Off play action on first down. Finds his man, it's Pettis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking down the middle. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. This time it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Culliver. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Vols send out the punt unit. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And your Boise State Broncos will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside.
He uncorks one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Punt is in the air. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Smashes it with the stiff arm. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He makes makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curved. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got his man.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these.
the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Red Raiders offense will get the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Davis will throw. Snagged out of the air. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. That last completion sets him up on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now,
here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So Duke's offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Makes the grab past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Complete downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Got the back over the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Duke! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Thank you. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Davis will throw. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Red Raiders are on the move. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone, and he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The corners are walked up tight. Gets the back moving. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds us back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Bringing the heat. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it. So
it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Davis looking to pass. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It's complete. That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, ready? Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Davis will throw. He's got his man. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quickly out to the tight end.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the...
Breaks into the open. Finally Picked up the first down. The Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Duke! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Davis looking to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the Blue Devils are threatening on first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the punishment has been extended. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheel.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Davis will throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Escapes the sack. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
And what a big stop for this defense. You think about it, you're trailing by a couple possessions. You need to make something happen now. They take the gamble, go for it. Your offense is in position to try to get yourself back in this football game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Davis will throw. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, or we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.